Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wildwood Baseball Park here in Sheboygan. I am Nate Wolfel here, set to bring you Game 2 of the Northeastern Wisconsin League semifinals between the Green Bay Storm and the Sheboygan A's. Thank you very much for joining us. It's a lovely August evening for baseball. Sheboygan A's hoping for a much different result than what they saw in Game 1 last night up in Green Bay, a 17-2 beating at the hands of the Storm, putting the A's in a do-or-die position tonight to keep their Northeastern Wisconsin League season alive. But there's plenty of good news. Sheboygan returns home where they are 22-7 on the season, 9-1 against Northeastern Wisconsin League opponents, including 2-0 against these very Green Bay Storm. So, hoping to keep the Northeastern Wisconsin League portion of the season alive tonight. Definitely a big game here at Wildwood. We're going to get you tonight's starting lineups first for the visiting Green Bay Storm. Leading off, the center fielder Zach Hilbert, Riley Spatz, the third baseman, batting second, John Rupno batting third, and playing second base, Doug Coe, catching and assuming his usual spot in the cleanup spot. He's followed by Stuart Larson, who will be over at first base. Chris Laux will be in right field batting sixth. Ryan Blyce out in left field batting seventh. Cody Pangrazi, the DH, will be batting eighth. Chad Lundgren will be at shortstop and will round out the order for the Storm with Josh Jarrow taking to the hill for the third time this season at Wildwood. Hasn't been able to knock down the A's here. He'll try it again for a third time. Once again for the Storm, Hilbert, Spatz, Rupno, Coe, Larson, Laux, Blyce, Pangrazi, and Lundgren, with Josh Jarrow towing the rubber. Now for the Sheboygan A's, leading off second baseman Trevor Tyson, Grant Evans out in left field and batting second. Tim Patzman in center field tonight, batting third. Harry Stelt batting fourth and playing third base. Chad Langley over at first base batting fifth, with Matt Bromley batting sixth and catching. Justin Hunt DHing and hitting seventh. Taylor Schwartz in the eighth spot playing shortstop. Sam Raff is out in right field. He will bat ninth. Ben Stanchik, the veteran workhorse, looking to get a big win for his team tonight. He will be on the mound for Sheboygan. Once again for the Sheboygan A's, Tyson, Evans, Patzman, Stelt, Langley, Bromley, Hunt, Schwartz, and Raff, with Ben Stanchik on the hill. We are minutes away from first pitch here at Wild. We'll be right back to bring you baseball, Game 2 of the Northeastern Wisconsin League semifinals. You are listening to Sheboygan A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications. And welcome back to Wildwood Baseball Park. Zach Hilbert ready to get things started for the Green Bay Storm. He jumps on the first pitch from Ben Stanchik and lines it foul. And we are underway here in Sheboygan, Game 2 of the Northeastern Wisconsin League semifinals. The windup and the pitch is swung on, chopped over to short. This is Taylor Schwartz. Picks it on 2 hops, fires high to Langley, who snares it in time for the out. 1 down. Bit of an adventure there, but quickly 1 retired, and that is the main thing. 1 away now for Riley Spetz. The windup and the pitch. And Spetz takes strike 1. Spetz, the everyday third baseman at UW-Stevens Point this past year. As he looks at strike 2 on the corner. Quickly 0-2 to him. The Pointers qualified for the WIAC tournament, but truthfully that was about it. As the 0-2 is a breaking ball blocked nicely by Bromley. And Spetz has certainly been a regular for the Storm as well. The 1-2 breaking ball, and that hit him. Started that one a bit inside, and it just didn't have enough space to miss him. Spetz had pretty much no option, so base the hard way. And the first base runner of the night for the Storm. So 1 on, 1 down for the second baseman, John Rupno. The stretch and the pitch from Stanchik. Fastball misses. 1-0. The kick and the pitch. Another fastball outside. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 is swung on, lifted to the left side. This is Evans. He's tracking over into foul territory and makes the catch. 2 away. So a runner on and 2 down for Doug Coe. Doug Coe had himself a night last night. He had 2 two-run home runs in the first 2 innings. And that pretty much just a microcosm of the way things went for the Sheboygan A's yesterday up in Green Bay. As Coe jumps on the first pitch, pop to the right side. Langley giving chase, running out of real estate though, and that ball is out of play. Stanchik sets and deals. Strike called. 0-2. It was interesting talking with both general managers, Denny Moyer and Bruce Vandenplas, respectively, that as the 0-2 misses inside, a ball and 2 strikes, both openly admitted they had never seen the Green Bay Storm hit quite the way they did last night. And both, for different reasons, very certain that will not be the case tonight. The 1-2 swung on and lifted foul to the right side. Count remains at a ball and 2 strikes to Doug Coe. We talk so much about Coe when Green Bay comes to town that just one of the better players in this league, hands down. Fastball outside. Coe was very certain he held up. Stanchik very certain he did not, and appealed down to the umpire on the bases and ruled a check swing. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Coe. Stanchik's ready. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Coe's down on strikes, and that will do it for the Storm in their half of the first. They get nothing on no hits, leave 1 at the end of half an inning of play here from Wildwood. Your score, Green Bay 0, Sheboygan coming to bat. You are listening to A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
Bottom of the first here at Wildwood. And Trevor Tyson will lead things off for Sheboygan, looking to take the upper hand early in this one. And on the hill for the Storm this evening, the southpaw Josh Jarrow. This is Jarrow's third start at Wildwood this year. He hasn't beat the A's yet. Sheboygan hoping to make that statement hold true after this evening's contest as Tyson looks at strike one. Into the motion. Here it is. Fastball called for a strike. 0-2. Tyson hitting .299 coming into the night. The windup and the pitch. That ball low in the dirt, blocked by Coe. Tyson is driven in 11 and has 15 stolen bases, which is tops on this squad. The windup and the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and hit to the right side, and that's going to get through. A leadoff base knock for Trevor Tyson. It was interesting. Mid-count, Jarrow moved all the way to the third base side of the rubber, was barely on the rubber. I'll have to keep an eye on that as the night progresses. In any event, one on, and nobody away for Grant Evans. Evans, the Sheboygan product, waits, looks at strike one on the inner third. 0-1. Evans hitting .289. And a check over, albeit a half-hearted one, on Tyson at first, who is back. Jarrow sets, kicks, and delivers. This one swung on over to the right side, drifting foul and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes to Grant Evans. Looking across the Northeastern Wisconsin League playoffs to the other side of the bracket, Menasha downed Oshkosh 10-6 last night. As Evans swings and misses, actually foul tips the curveball from Jarrow into the mid of Coe. 1 down. 1 on, 1 away for Tim Patzman. A very interesting win there for the Menasha Max. That 10-6 win. That's the 4 seed beating the 1 seed on that side of things. With that series heading to Menasha tonight over at Coslow Field. As Patzman looks at ball 1 outside. And I tell you what, the Sheboygan A's can say firsthand, when you go to Menasha, they will play with anyone. And that is going to be a tough game for the Oshkosh Giants tonight. The 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. Though I'm sure over in Menasha tonight they're saying there's not much worse than coming back from a 17-2 loss either. Jarro's ready. Another throw over to first, and once again, nothing doing. Pat's been out in center field tonight, the first time in a long time for him. The 1-1 as the runner's in motion, swung on, lifted foul. Most likely a hit and run, but with Tim Patzman's skill at the plate, it's not out of the realm of possibility that just saw a pitch that he liked. This is the one guy on the roster who has a green light whenever he cares for it. A ball and 2 strikes now. Jarro sets, deals, swung on, chopped, foul to the right side, just short of the Green Bay dugout. Count steady at 1-2. Harry Stout waits on deck. Patzman's ready. Another throw over to first, and again, Tyson back in time. The 1-2 swung on and lifted to center. Should be playable for Hilbert, who does indeed make the catch for the second out of the inning. Patzman's fly out brings up Harry Stout. Stout sporting a new look tonight, wearing those pants all the way down to the ankles. Perhaps looking to switch things up in terms of luck for him and his team. Though Stout hasn't needed much luck this season, consistently one of the best hitters on this squad. Still hitting a healthy .340 at this point in the season. Has a home run and 31 driven in, which puts him at second on the club as he looks at strike 1. Chad Langley would be next. Tyson in motion, swing and a foul tip. And that one might have caught Coe awkwardly. He's going to get up and walk it off. He's shaking his throwing hand. Nothing in 2 to Stout. Good display of sportsmanship there by the home plate umpire. Going to take a second to make sure Coe's all right. It's kind of a mutual relationship with the catcher and the home plate umpire. If something were to happen to him, you see it more times than not. Catcher go out, talk to his pitcher to give him a little time as well. It works both ways. Or at least it should. The 0-2. Bender misses high. 1-2. Jarro kicks, deals, runner in motion. It's a ball low. Cole fires down. His throw misses wide right. And Tyson will pick up a stolen base. His team leading 16th of the season. So runner in scoring position and a 1-2 count to Harry Stout. Or a 2-2 count, excuse me. The pitch. Swung on, driven to the right side, and will be to the foul side of that first base bag. We'll do it again. He sets. And will bluff the move back to second. Tyson retreats. There's no one covering. I'll tell you what, you string a few hits together, it appears like as though, at least in the early going, it may not be hard to get in Jaro's head in terms of a few base runners. The pitch misses upstairs. Worked him full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And so Tyson will get a nice head start from second. Outfield shading Stelt slightly to pull. The payoff pitch is ball 4 low and a 2-out walk drawn by Harry Stelt. That was a good at-bat. Two on, 2 down for Chad Langley. Game 53 for Langley. That's second on the squad. And the first offering to him is a ball outside. 1-0. Langley hitting .264. He has a home run, 29 driven in. Jaro fires. This one chopped to the first base side, but foul. And we've mentioned a couple times here in the broadcast already that this is the 3rd appearance for Jaro here at Wildwood, and that makes the chess match at the plate all the more interesting. Sometimes it is possible to overthink a guy you've seen a few times. A lot of times it's to the hitter's advantage as the 1-2 is a curveball, which misses 2 balls and a strike. That's one thing at this level. From this level and up, you can't really afford to do at the plate, is overthink. The reaction time just not there. The 2-1 in there for a strike. 2-2. And Jaro has, with those 2 starts, has thrown a lot of pitches. Worked deep into that first game here at Wildwood, and not so deep last time around, but threw plenty of pitches as the 2-2 misses inside. Again, a full count. Both runners will get a jump. Should Langley find some green, the ace could be in business. Runners on first and second, 2 out. The payoff pitch is a ball low. So back-to-back 2-out walks. The base is full of A's for Matt Bromley. Bromley has seen more playing time the latter half of the year. And from my perspective, I would say it's definitely his arm that has put him in the starting lineup as consistently as he's been there. Just a good, strong arm as he looks at ball 1 outside. And nothing against Justin Hunt, but probably a bit more power behind the right arm of Matt Bromley. Hunt, his bat and his experience has kept him in the lineup both as a DH and a catcher. The 1-0 is foul. That might have caught a piece of Bromley. 1-1. Game 20 for Bromley, hitting .264 with 10 RBI. Jaro sets, delivers a curveball. Lost the grip on that one, misses high end outside, 2 balls and a strike. The kick in the 2-1 is lined into the netting foul. 2-2. It's important to note that regardless of the outcome of tonight's contest, the A season does continue. Some unfinished business in Kenosha, Game 3 of the Langsdorff League Championship Series, the decisive Game 3. Thursday in Kenosha. The 2-2 swung on, lifted to center. This is shallow. Will it bleed? Could be trouble. And the diving catch is not made out there by Hilbert. One run is in. Stout will be plated. Langley cruises into third, and Bromley, a Texas leaguer, will get the job done. Some nice effort displayed out there by Hilbert. It was in the glove, but contact with the ground jarred it loose. And the A's get something going their way here in the bottom of the first of Game 2 of this series, and they now lead 2-0. And that will bring up the aforementioned Justin Hunt. The pitch. Hunt jumps on the first pitch, drills it to the right side. It's a hopper that will plate Langley. And a nice piece of two-out hitting from Justin Hunt. Back-to-back hits make it 3-0 Sheboygan. And here's Taylor Schwartz, batting in the 8th spot tonight, playing shortstop. More of a position that A's fans of yesteryear would be a bit more familiar with. Schwartz this year has been predominantly a third baseman, but shortstop is in the comfort zone, that is for certain. The kick in the 1-0. Fastball misses low, 2-0. Hunt's RBI there was RBI number 35. That's the club lead. 35 RBI in 58 games. And Cole wants to go talk to his southpaw. Just try to calm him down if you remember those head games I was alluding to. And nothing against Jarl personally or his mental toughness, but we've seen it twice now here at Wildwood. Things, when they come unglued, seem to really come undone, whether it's Jarl's doing or his team's doing. It's a bit of a gray area there. It's 2-0 to Schwartz with 2 on and 2 down. Curveball in there for a strike, 2-1. Schwartz hitting .250 with the home run and 12 driven in. The 2-1 to him is lined to the gap in right center. Will it get down? Hilbert gives chase. He will not get there. That's going to one-hop and score Bromley. Schwartz will hold up with the single as Hunt advances to third. The merry-go-round keeps on turning, a 4-0 A's lead. This has to feel good, and it's going to prompt a visit to the mound. Perhaps a chance for manager Adam Kilp to settle down his pitcher and just remind him he's an out away from getting out of this thing. So Bromley scores. Hunt advances to third. Schwartz on first, and that's where we stand with 2 outs for Sam Raff. It's 3 consecutive hits, 3 consecutive RBI hits for Sheboygan. The stretch and the pitch. There's a strike, 0-1. The pitch. Swung on, jammed him, but he will lift it foul. No balls, 2 strikes on Sam Raff. Raff out in right field tonight. That's a change of pace from his usual spot at second base. He's pretty much had that on lockdown since that opening series against Manistee. Runner in motion on the 0-1. Doug Coe sniffed that one out right away. Bluffs the throw to third. Hunt wasn't going anywhere. So actually it's a ball and 2 strikes to Raff. Credit Schwartz with a stolen base. So 2 in scoring position. And 2 down and a 1-2 count to Sam Rath. The stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss, but a drop, third strike. Cole will have to go down to secure it, and does. And that will end the inning, but the A's break out the sticks in the home half of the first. They get 4 on 4 hits. Strand 2 on no Green Bay errors at the end of 1 complete. Your new score, Sheboygan 4, Green Bay nothing. You're listening to A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
Top of the second here at Wildwood. A 4-0 Sheboygan lead as Stuart Larson looks at strike 1 from Ben Stanchik. We're having a bit of technical difficulty with the video feed at this point. We're going to get that fixed for you. As Larson looks at strike 2, 0-2. In the meantime, we're going to keep it right here to keep you in touch with what's going on. The 0-2 pitch misses outside, a ball and 2 strikes. You hear me say it time and time again. There's nothing that makes a pitcher better than just being able to be ahead in the count. Work your stuff. Ben Stanchik does that so well. The 1-2 line foul to the right side. And you can maybe attribute a bit of that to Stanchik's veteran status, that he's not the kind of guy who's going to nibble. He's going to hit his spots and obviously command a bit more of an emphasis than it used to be, as the 1-2 is a breaking ball, misses inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. But a guy who knows that, you know what, if I can throw my stuff, I control the tempo of the at-bat, I control what I am throwing when, I'm that much better. And the 2-2 swung on and missed. Second strikeout of the game for Ben Stanchik. 1 away for Chris Laux. And Laux looks at strike 1, 0-1. The windup and the pitch. This one is bunted to the left side. A beautiful bunt that gets past a lunging Stanchik. A nice barehanded throw from Stout. Looked to make it close, but I'm not entirely sure he had a play. And that indeed will be ruled an infield single for Laux. First hit of the game for the Storm. A runner on and 1 down for Ryan Blyce. Blyce hasn't seen a whole lot of time against Sheboygan. Could he be the wild card tonight? The pitch swung on, grounded to the right side, just foul as Langley gloves it on the right side of the first base bag as we look at it. And catcher's interference, I believe, is going to be called on Bromley, who seems to be questioning why it was called. A's manager Kyle Truen is going to come out and just seek some clarification here. So a couple bad breaks for Sheboygan, and all of a sudden the Storm are in business with one away. 2 on, 1 away for Cody Pangrazi, the DH. He shows bunt, bunts it foul. That was a straight sacrifice, an interesting choice with 1 down and your 9-hole hitter coming up, but perhaps just trying to keep things tight here in the early going. The kick and the 0-1 misses high, a ball and a strike to Pangrazi. Not too often you see someone reach on catcher's interference. Umpire ruled that the swing tipped the glove of Bromley as the 0-1 is fouled, 0-2. And it's something that when you do see it, it's normally with a guy who doesn't throw so hard, the catcher moving up a bit as the batter typically does likewise. The 0-2 just misses outside, a ball and 2 strikes. But that's not the case with Stanchik. Don't get me wrong, he doesn't have the pepper he used to on that fastball, but still throws plenty with plenty of velocity. The pitch swung on and lifted to center. Patzman back on it. He did not get a good read on that baseball. That's over his head. To the wall. 1 run is going to come in. 2 runs will score, and not hitting the cutoff man might cost him a bag. The throw to third is in time. A heads-up play on that left side of the infield. A good throw over to Harry Stout. Saved the A's from an unfortunate error of not hitting the cutoff man. It's bad enough to get a bad jump on that baseball. You compound mistakes when you don't do basic things like hit the cutoff man. 2 runs in, though, for the Storm. That makes the new score 4-2. Pangrazi officially 2 RBI on a double. Trying to extend it to a triple, got thrown out. So that brings up Chad Lundgren with the bases clean and 2 down. He looks at ball 1, 1-0. Lundgren, one of a handful of interesting names on this Green Bay Storm roster as he looks at ball 2. One of those names that the way it's spelled, it looks like it has 6 consonants at the beginning of it. The 2-0 is in there for a strike. 2-1. Pronounced Lundgren. Another one of the better names on this Green Bay roster, Gunnar Eastman, a favorite around these parts, as the 2-1 misses inside. 3 balls and a strike to Lundgren. The windup and the pitch. Strike call. Lundgren thought he drew the walk. The man in black disagrees. Full count. 3-2. 2 runs in for the Storm in the inning. 2 away. The payoff pitch misses low. Lundgren draws a 2-out walk. To the top of the order now, and Zach Hilbert grounded out to shortstop his last time through. Runner going, throw down, in time. Matt Brownlee just straight gunned him down. A nice laser of a throw, and perhaps you can see a bit of the frustration just being released from Bromley after that catcher's interference call, and that will do it for the Storm in their half of the second. But they cut into that Sheboygan lead after 1.5 here from Wildwood. Your new score, Sheboygan 4, Green Bay 2. You are listening to A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications. Trevor Tyson will be the first man in for Sheboygan. In the home half of the second, his A's leading the Green Bay Storm 4-2 in Game 2 of the Northeastern Wisconsin League semifinals. The best of three series, Green Bay holds the 1-0 advantage. And Tyson takes a look at ball one. The windup and the pitch from Josh Jarrow. Swung on, hit hard over to Lundgren at shortstop. He plays it awkwardly, but manages to make a low throw that's dug out by Larson in time. Despite a few miscues there on that one, able to get the out. Tyson is retired. One down for Grant Evans, who struck out swinging his first time through. The pitch. Fastball for a strike. 0-1 to Grant Evans. Jarrow winds, deals, misses low and inside, a ball and a strike. If Sheboygan's able to force Game 3, that will be tomorrow night in Green Bay. The 1-1 is bunted. A beautiful bunt by Grant Evans, and he's going to get there no problem. A fantastic drag bunt from a right-handed hitter is not something you see every day at that level, at this level, I should say. We've seen Grant Evans do it a handful of times. And just like that, Sheboygan's got a base runner. One on and one down for Tim Patzman. Flew up to center an inning ago. Hit number 5 on the night for Sheboygan already. The stretch and the pitch, swing and a miss. Actually foul tip, held on to by Coe. 0-1. The kick and the pitch. Misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. A throw over to first. Evans back. And folks, as always, you can chime into the broadcast and check out the Sheboygan A's Facebook page. And on the link to this broadcast, you can post your questions or comments, and we will try to discuss some of them on the airs. The 1-1 is hit hard, high, and deep to left. This could be trouble. And that ball's out of here. Tim Patzman gets a hold of another one over the fence and left center. 6-2 Sheboygan. Much needed. Tim Patzman has a knack for the long ball in key situations. The A's came back and gave up 2 in the top half of the inning. They get him right back. Tim Patzman with the blast. Home run number 5 on the season for Timmy Patzman. And a 6-2 A's edge. And this will prompt another powwow on the hill. Coe going to discuss some things with Josh Jarrow. There is action in that Storm bullpen. We will have a tough angle here, but we will try to identify him as soon as we can. Right-hander up and throwing. So 2 runs in, bases empty, and 1 away for Harry Stelt. Stelt drew a 2-out walk that ended up resulting in a 4-run Sheboygan first, and now we're going to get a mound visit. This is flat out time for the reliever to warm up, as Cole was just out there 15 seconds ago. Part of the game, definitely part of the game. Still trying to get an ID here on the righty, up and tossing hard in that Green Bay bullpen. Home plate umpire going to trot out there to break things up. Already 6 runs on 6 hits for the A's. We have 1 out in the bottom of the second, and actually that'll do it for Jarl. Short leash. He couldn't get it done the first 2 times against Sheboygan, and will not be on the hook for the win, actually on the hook for the loss in this early going as it stands now. But a new pitcher will be in here for the Storm. We're going to step away back to identify the new hurler right after this. You're listening to A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
Ethan Bomowski on to work now for the Storm. As his first offering misses outside to Harry Stout, 1-0. The 1-0 swung on, skied it to the left side. Both Coe and Spetz give chase over toward the A's dugout. It's Coe to make the catch, 2 away. Josh Jarro getting chased once again here at Wildwood. He's got some good stuff, some good potential, but for a variety of reasons has never left Wildwood as a winner in 2012 and will not do it again tonight. An inning and a third, giving up 6 runs on 6 hits. Couple of walks. Not exactly a great night at the office as this one swung on and hit high and deep to right from Langley. Hilbert coming over will make the catch to end the inning. But Sheboygan tacks on 2 more thanks to a long ball from Tim Patzman. Your new score after 2 complete. Sheboygan 6, Green Bay 2. You are listening to Sheboygan A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
Welcome back to Sheboygan, top of the third. A 6-2 Sheboygan A's advantage here in Game 2 of this best-of-3 series in the Northeastern Wisconsin League semifinals. Green Bay with a 1-0 lead in the series as Zach Hilbert will watch strike 1. Hilbert grounded out to shortstop to start the game. The 0-1 is a heater, misses inside 1-1. It's the best fastball I've seen Ben Stanchik throw, at least in terms of velocity, so far tonight. The 1-1 misses low. The A's hoping to continue that home cooking, and so far so good, but plenty of baseball yet to be played. So don't go anywhere. 3-1 now to Hilbert. The windup and the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. That's good for a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch is swung on and lifted foul and out of play to the left side. As I was saying earlier, before Patsman's home run, if you want to, as always, get in touch with the broadcast, go to that Sheboygan A's baseball page on Facebook. The 3-2 swung on and chopped over to Tyson at second. He gloves it, fires in time. And that is the first out of the inning. And leave a comment if you'd like to chime into the broadcast, a comment or a question on the Facebook page, the link to this broadcast, and we'll try to talk about it on air. Or you can reach Sheboygan Baseball on Twitter, at Sheb Baseball is the handle. And the first pitch to Riley Spetz is chopped over to Schwartz. He's going to have to charge it and hurry. Nice throw, he got him. 2 down. That was not exactly a routine ground ball for Taylor Schwartz, but he handled it well. Charged it aggressively. Nice, strong running throw. 2 away, and that will bring up John Rupno. Rupno flied out to the left, back in the first. A swing and a miss from Rupno. 0-1. The windup and the pitch. Fastball misses high and outside. 1-1. Into the motion. Here it is. That one jammed him. Somehow got around on it foul. 1-2. You know, on a 1-1 count, no doubt that Rupno gave chase to a pitcher's pitch. There's nothing you can do with that baseball. Basically the reason it's not a strike. The 1-2 off-speed pitch, again fouled off, and off-balance cut there from Rupno that time. And that's where command and, again, working ahead of the count gets you a long way. You can work the inside, outside. All of a sudden, your fastball into the hands. The next pitch is a breaking ball away. That's really hard to deal with as a hitter. The 1-2 swung on and missed. And 1-2-3 goes Green Bay in their half of the third. The end of 2.5 here from Wildwood. Score remains the A's 6, the Storm 2. You're listening to Sheboygan Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
Matt Bromley to lead things off for Sheboygan in the bottom of the third inning. The A's leading the Green Bay Storm 6-2. And the first pitch is fouled straight back, 0-1. The 0-1 is lined back up the middle. And a base hit for Matt Bromley, his second of the evening. The second of 3 innings the A's have had a leadoff hitter on tonight. 1 on, nobody wait for Justin Hunt. Hunt had an RBI single back as part of that 4-run Sheboygan first. The stretch and the pitch. Swung on, high chopper over to Lundgren. He shovels it over to second. Relay throw to Larson in time. 6-4-3. Bumowski getting exactly what he needed. The last thing the Storm wanted to see was the relief pitcher getting in trouble here in the early going of an inning. A double play brought a quick end to that. So base is empty and 2 away now for Taylor Schwartz. Schwartz had an RBI single in the first. The windup and the pitch. That one misses for a ball low. 1-0. The 1-0. There's a strike. Fastball there, shooting the knees. 1-1. The windup and the pitch. Misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Sam Raff waits on deck. The pitch. Swung on and lifted the gap in right center. This could be trouble. Hilbert gives chase and will corral it in right center. And the A's go down quietly and in order to round out the third inning at the end of 3 complete. Here from Wildwood. Score remains Sheboygan 6, Green Bay 2. You're listening to A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
Doug Coe will lead things off for the Green Bay Storm here in the top of the 4th inning. They trail the Sheboygan A 6-2 in the second game of the Northeastern Wisconsin League semifinals. A big swing and a miss from Coe. The windup and the pitch. Another swing and a miss at a high fastball. Coe visibly upset with himself after that one. 0-2. Colt struck out swinging his first time up. One of 3 strikeout victims claimed by Ben Stanchik as he watches an off-speed pitch in the dirt for ball 1. And fans, just another reminder, regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, the A's season will continue Thursday. The pitch swung on and off the hands, grounded over to Tyson, plays it on a few hops over to Langley for out number 1. And that is the 3rd and decisive game of the Langsdorff League Championship Series down in Kenosha on Thursday. Should Sheboygan hang on here tonight, deciding Game 3 of this series would be tomorrow. But Sheboygan has more than a few outs to get until we get to that point. Here's Stuart Larson. Larson struck out in the 2nd. He watches ball 1. One owes a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 1-1. Into the windup. Here it is. Swung on and chopped over to Schwartz at shortstop. Fields fires. Got him. 2 up, 2 down. We up to Chris Laux to continue the inning for Green Bay. Laux singled in the 2nd. Singled and scored as part of that 2-run Storm 2nd. The A's answered with 2 of their own in the bottom half, thanks to a home run by Tim Patzman. The windup and the pitch. Little check swing. Misses. 1-0. Held up at a ball. Laux using a pink bat tonight as he looks at ball 2. The 2-0 is a fastball. Misses well inside. 3-0. Stanchik looking to find the zone here. Quickly into the windup, deals, and there's strike 1. 3-1 now. As dusk is turning to night here at Wildwood, the 3-1 is swung on, pop, foul, full count. Under the lights for what will for sure be one of the last times here at Wildwood in 2012, but Sheboygan fighting to make sure it's not the last time. Time is called, as the only way Sheboygan can return home this season is to make the Northeastern Wisconsin League Championship Series, which would be for the 2nd consecutive season if they are able to do it. 3-2 is strike 3 called. Laux fires the bat in disgust, and once again, 1-2-3 goes Green Bay in the 4th. The end of 3.5 here from Wildwood. Score remains Sheboygan 6, Green Bay 2. You are listening to A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
Sam Raff to get things started for the A's. In the home half of the fourth, he lines one to the left side, and that's going to be through for a base knock. Another leadoff base runner for Sheboygan to keep things rolling here. First hit of the night for Raff, the 8th A's hit of the night. As a team into the top of the order, and Trevor Tyson. Tyson's 1 for 2. A throw over to first, and in with a head-first dive is Raff. Do or die for the A's in the Northeastern League tonight. The stretch and the pitch, runner in motion, a little hit and run on. This is blooped to the right side in foul territory. Larson gives chase. He almost corralled it with a sliding catch, but could not hang on. And I'll tell you, if there was anyone covering first, Sam Raff was in a world of hurt. That could have turned the tables of this inning in a hurry, but we will see what Sheboygan will do with new life. Up by 4, but you're playing a team that just hung up 17 on you a night ago. Be nice to tack on a couple more. As another throw over to first, and again, nothing doing. He sets, deals, fastball for a strike. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Trevor Tyson. The kick and the pitch. Curveball, look out. Trevor Tyson almost took one off the dome. Had to duck out of there. Got the bat down, which it sounds silly. It's an important thing there. You almost get your head taken off by a pitch. The last thing you want to do is foul it off. The 1-2 again inside with the breaking ball. Skirts away from Coe. Raff took a nice hard look at it but decides to retreat. He might have made it. Coe has a heck of an arm, and he got to that ball in good time, but it would have been interesting, but holds on to his position at first. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. The kick in the 2-2 swung on, lifted to the right side again to foul territory. We'll try it again with Larson, who runs into the netting in front of that Green Bay dugout. Is not able to haul it in. Tyson hanging in there now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The kick and the pitch swung on and lined back up the middle. This could be trouble. 4-6-3. An acrobatic scoop over at first by Larson, but the second double play of the night for the Storm defense, the second in as many innings. And once again, an inning that got off to a hot start comes to a screeching halt. Bases empty and 2 outs for Grant Evans. Evans is 1 for 2. Struck out swinging in the first. He singled and scored in the second on a beautiful bunt single. He watches ball 1 from Bumowski. He's done a nice job for the Storm of keeping it under control after starter Josh Jarro could only muster an inning and a third. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Count even at 1-1. The pitch at the shoe tops of Evans for ball 2. Tim Patzman would be next. This one skied foul over the back of the grandstand and into the near parking lot here at Wildwood Complex. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 away. It's a 6-2 Sheboygan lead here in the bottom of the 4th. The windup, the pitch. That one served to the left side. Should be playable for Lundgren, who will catch it on the fly to retire the side. So the A's go 1-2-3 for the second consecutive inning as well. And after 4 complete, score remains Sheboygan 6, Green Bay 2. You're listening to A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
Welcome back to Wildwood Baseball Park in Sheboygan. Game 2 of this Northeastern Wisconsin League semifinal series between the Green Bay Storm and the Sheboygan A's. The Storm own a 1-0 lead in the series. Sheboygan owns a 6-2 lead so far tonight. The windup in the first pitch of the inning from Ben Stanchik's a fastball. Misses just inside. 1-0. Ryan Blyce strides to the dish for Green Bay. Swing and a miss from Blyce. Count even at a ball and a strike. He reached on catcher's interference and later scored back in the second inning. The 1-1 swung on and missed. A ball and 2 strikes. Great location there from Ben Stanchik. He can live there all night. The windup, the pitch. Swung on and hit hard, but out of play. Count remains at a ball and 2 strikes. The windup, here it is. Another off-speed pitch, but this time Blyce refuses to chase. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch misses just low, perhaps a tad outside. Into the motion, here it is. And he lost him. Did a nice job of working from ahead, but issues a leadoff walk. And the Storm have their first base runner since the second inning. Second walk of the night handed out by Stanchik. Chad Lundgren received the other, for those of you wondering. And this is Cody Pangrazi now. He doubled in 2 runs in the second. Got thrown out trying to extend that double to a triple. He watches ball 1. Matt Bromley behind the plate motioning to some of his infielders here, perhaps anticipating a steal. The 1-0 misses outside. The kick and the pitch. Fastball again. In tight. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Fastball. That one finds the zone. 3-1. Runner on first, nobody away. Here in the top of the 5th. A 6-2 Sheboygan lead. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. Works back to a full count. Stanchik battling back here. He kicks, and the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Ben Stanchik comes all the way back from 3-0 and dismisses Pangrazi on strikes for the first out of the frame. So a runner on, 1 down for Chad Lundgren. Lundgren walked back in the second. The stretch and the pitch. Lundgren shows bunt, pulls back, but takes a strike anyway. The kick and the pitch. Strike called. Another fastball in at the knees. Caught plenty of the plate. And Big Ben in the driver's seat here at 0-2. Ideally looking for a ground ball. Here it is. Fastball misses high and inside. 1-2. One-two misses again inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stanchik working hard here. The 2-2 swung on in a chopper, and that's going to fall fair. Stanchik wasn't sure. He hesitated, and that hesitation means he gets no one. He fell off the mound, began to charge toward that ball, and it looked from here as though it was going to trickle foul. It died in that infield grass, and by the time Stanchik recovered to attempt to make the play, Lundgren had easily reached the bag. So an infield single for him. 2 on, 1 away. In the top of the order we go. This is Zach Hilbert. Hilbert 0 for 2. The stretch and the offering is a strike called right down Main Street. 0-1. The pitch, another swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. And again, Stanchik working from way ahead. Let's see if he can polish it off this time. Infield a double play depth. Outfield slightly to pull. This one swung on and lifted to center field. This is Patzman. Sets up camp, makes the catch. Nobody will tag. 2 down. Here's Riley Spetz. Spetz was hit by a pitch and then grounded out in the third. So officially 0 for 1. 2 on, 2 out. In the top of the 5th, a 6-2 Sheboygan lead. First offering to Spetz is a fastball outside. The stretch in the 1-0. Swung on in line to the left side. If this stays fair, it's trouble. It's a fair ball. It's 1 run at least. It's going to probably be 2 as Evans tries to dig it out in the corner. Green light around third. Throw home is good, but not in time. A 2-out, 2 RBI double for Riley Spetz, who just lined that one to the left side. And the Storm, in almost an eerie fashion, continue to chip away. 6-4, the new score. Interestingly enough, second double of the night for the Storm and second 2 RBI double. Here's John Rupno. He's 0 for 2. Stanchik with a long stare into Bromley. Fires. This one swung on, pop to the left side. Out of play. Stanchik's only given up 4 hits, but given up 4 runs. The 0-1 line to the left side. This is Stelt. Snares it with the glove. And that will end the inning. But the Storm continue to chip away. After 4.5, your new score, Sheboygan 6, Green Bay 4. You are listening to A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.